doesn't matter how good your slides may be. You may have the best slides. You may have the best techniques when it comes down to body language and voice control. But if you are not passionate about your topic, those things will mean very little. What if you had the time to watch 500 TED Talks? What if you had carefully scrutinized and picked apart some of the best presentations ever given? What if you had spoken to experts and psychologists and had found out the specifics of what it was that makes a speech engaging? The truth is, you probably haven't watched 500 TED Talks and you haven't spoken to experts or psychologists. And to be honest, neither have I. However, the writer of this book has watched 500 TED Talks and has spoken to experts and has compiled them into 9 secrets that the world's top minds used. Here at Breezy Speaking, we're going to be breaking those secrets down into bite-sized pieces. If you see yourself speaking in front of a group of people and giving a presentation, these are principles which you need to know. I'll say that again. If at any time in the future you see yourself standing in front of a group of people, giving a presentation, or even doing it online, you need to be intimately acquainted with the principles which we are going to discuss. The first of those 9 secrets is this: unleash the master within. What is the master within? The master within is simply the passion that you have for the topic you're speaking about. You cannot give a passionate presentation if you are not passionate about the topic which you are presenting. This video is going to be about why passion is important, not just for us as a speaker, but also for the audience. We're breaking down the video into 2 parts. Why passion is good for us as a speaker, and why passion is good for the audience, for people listening to us speak. So, firstly, why is passion good for us as a speaker? The first point is, when we are passionate about something, we are much less likely to be nervous about it. It's no secret that public speaking is something that gives people anxiety. It's something that people do not look forward to doing. It's something which brings people fear. And it has been proven that when we are passionate about something, it reduces that fear. Now, we haven't said that when you're passionate about something, the fear is going to completely disappear. No. But when you're passionate about something, the fear is managed, the fear is reduced, and the fear is even harnessed into something which is positive. That's the first point. The second point is, when you are passionate about something, you are much more concerned about sharing your passion rather than putting on a performance. It's all about the motive. If you stand up to speak and your primary concern is making sure that you make a sale, if your primary concern is making sure that you look good, if your primary concern is making sure that you get an amazing grade at the end of your project, your presentation is going to be much more empty compared to if you stand up and your primary concern is sharing your passion with the audience. Compared to if you want the audience to find the same meaning in your presentation topic that you yourself have found. It's just 2 different worlds. And this applies not only to public speaking, but also to life. If you're going to school, or if you're going to college or university, or you're working, if you're doing something just for the money, or to put clothes on you, or to put a shelter over your head, you're not going to be as successful, nearly as successful, compared to if you're doing something because you are passionate about it and it and it means something to you. That's point number 2. Point number 3. When you are passionate about something, you will naturally set higher standards for yourself. I'm going to give you an example of my 2 friends who are both Liverpool fans to show you exactly what I mean. One of them is a casual Liverpool supporter. The other one is a passionate Liverpool supporter. The casual Liverpool supporter can tell you where Liverpool are in the league, their league position. He can possibly tell you who their current manager is, and can also tell you the trophy that they last won. The passionate Liverpool supporter, on the other hand, can tell you not only the position that they have in the league, but how many games they've lost, how many games they've won, how many goals they have scored, how many goals they have conceded. He can tell you the last 10 trophies that they won, and can tell you who their previous 10 managers have been. The point is that not only does the passionate supporter know more, but this has come as a natural consequence of his passion. I highly doubt that the passionate supporter went to the library, got to Liverpool Football Club textbook, started to write notes and make flashcards and revise these things. No. It's a natural consequence of the passion that he had. He just knew more, and higher standards were set for the information that he knew. And the exact same thing will happen when we give presentations. We're going to set higher standards during our preparation. We're going to set higher standards in the content that we put into our presentation, and we're going to set higher standards for our delivery. At the beginning of this video, we said that we're going to talk about why passion is important for the presenter and why passion is important for the audience. We've covered 3 points so far for why passion is good for the presenter. First point was more passion equals less nerves. Second point was when you are passionate about something, you are more concerned about sharing your passion with others rather than putting on a presentation or a performance. And point number 3 was when you're passionate about something, you set higher standards. Now we're briefly going to talk about why passion is good for the audience. Passion is good for the audience because it has been proven that passion is contagious. When you see someone stand up on a stage and give an electrifying performance and you can see that their energy levels are on level 100, if you're sat in the audience, some of that rubs off on you. And I'm going to tell you about my friend Kyle just to illustrate why I know this works. Whenever I see Kyle, he is always smiling. He's always got a huge grin on his face. It doesn't matter what has happened to him throughout the day. Somebody could have stepped on his 200-pound trainers. Someone could have been driving recklessly and hit his car to the point where it is beyond repair. I guarantee you, when you see Kyle, Kyle will have the biggest smile on his face. And how does that affect me? When I see Kyle, it doesn't matter what kind of day I've been having, I'm also going to be as happy, and it will be impossible for me to maintain a sad, serious demeanor because, hey, it's Kyle, and Kyle's energy has rubbed off on me. It doesn't matter how good your slides may be. You may have the best slides. You may have the best techniques when it comes down to body language and voice control. But if you are not passionate about your topic, those things will mean very little. To inspire others, you first need to be inspired yourself. And that's when you will be ready to give the presentation of your life. Thank you for watching the video. Remember to like, comment and subscribe, and definitely follow us on Instagram where we will be doing a live Q&A on the content discussed in this video. So definitely comment with your questions. Until then, see you in the next video for chapter 2.